Hey guys, just finished watching Gotham Season 3, Episode 8, Mad City Blood Rush. This episode was pretty interesting. There was fun storylines to follow in these episodes, kind of with Captain Barnes going crazy and going mad because he has Alistair's Tetch's blood inside in him and stuff, and so he's infected with that, and him talking to Mad Hatter and all that stuff. That's just pretty interesting storylines. It's just that I wish that there was more of a big long season arc. There is no season arc really in this season. There's just we had the villains. That was the beginning of this season, and then it was teased for last season. And then I feel like they kind of gave up on that and stuff, and they're just doing this whole other story. I mean, why did they get Jada Pinkett back only to have her in for a few episodes here and there? I mean, maybe that's all they got her to sign on for, but it's just leaving it open like that. It's just kind of weird. So I just wish there was a little bit more of a longer season arc and stuff. So maybe we can see something how these Captain Barnes getting infected and stuff. I mean, I don't know if that's enough to really last throughout the whole new season. I mean, after seeing the trailer for next week's episode, we know that Gordon's on to him, especially with what he finds out in this episode. So definitely it's going to be interesting to see how that gets resolved and stuff. But it's that the Captain Barnes infected storyline is not really going to last that long. Now, the other storylines with Bruce and stuff, which although there's no Bruce in this episode, there are storylines with Riddler and Penguin and this Miss Kringle lookalike and stuff. So it's definitely interesting to see where that's going to go and how that's going to continue on. But still, I don't know how long that's going to last and where that's going to go, because so far it looks like they're just going to maybe be interested to see what's going to happen with if Riddler's going to be interested in Penguin the way Penguin's interested in him and stuff. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how things go on and how things continue on from here and there, how things are going to change and how things are going to react, and see what happens, and see if this Miss Kringle girl, this Kringle lookalike, if she's actually dead from the train. Seems like she is, so we'll have to wait and see what happens to what's going to happen, and see if they find out if Riddler finds out that Penguin did it and stuff like that. See how things are going to turn out with that. So it's definitely cool seeing that, and also seeing Leslie Tompkins and that storyline going on there with Jim and her fiance and all that. But also, I just definitely would like to, and it's also cool seeing Barbara Keene and her talking to Lee and all this stuff. It seems like she's kind of still into Jim and kind of like just thinking that, oh, well, if Jim's available now, I'm going to go look for him or something. So it seems like she might be looking at him. That's why she just kind of went to see Lee Thompson, just kind of make sure she doesn't, is not into Jim at all anymore. So it's definitely interesting to see if Barbara Keene does try to make a play for Jim, even though Jim probably would say no right away, but if she kept on wearing him down, maybe he could, he would maybe eventually give in. We'll have to wait and see if that maybe is the beginning of them, eventually trying to get back together. Or her trying to get back together with Jim. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. But definitely these stories are kind of interesting, but I just wish there was a big season arc, like in Supergirl, you got finding Dean Cain's character, in Arrow, it's taking on, like, finding, actually I don't know what it is now, but in Flash right now it's Flashpoint and all those things like that. They're long season arcs. That's what I'm missing with these. There's just no long season arc in this episode, so I definitely like to see Jada Pinkett and her monsters come back to really tie everything in together and see how things kind of finish up. And so definitely it's going to be interesting to see what happens in next week's episode, especially with the return of Ivy revealing herself as older to or in an older body to Kat and Bruce and stuff. It's going to be cool to see how that continues on, how that changes their dynamic, and see what kind of trouble she's in and stuff. So definitely looks like a fun episode for next week. Definitely could be interesting to see how things come back, but I'm really hoping to see Jada Pinkett and the monsters back, see how that can continue, because that was really interesting with the beginning of the season, but now it's just kind of like, we're supposed to forget about it. How can we not forget about Jada Pinkett Smith, So definitely can't wait to see that return and see how things kind of go from here. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.